Hey everyone, it's shadowspeedy, and today I'm going to be showing you how to get NR2003 for free on a Windows 10 computer. I just got a new computer and it comes with Windows 10, so I figured this would be the best time to show off how to do it on Windows 10 since I've already shown it on like XP, Windows 7, so now Windows 10. It'll be a walkthrough of how to do it on that operating system here. As you can see, it's fresh download, fresh start with the computer. I haven't got the game yet, so I'm going to be going through it live with you guys for the first time. If you find this video at all helpful in any bit, definitely go and subscribe. It would mean a lot to me if I get some subscribers here, because I am trying to get to that 1,000 subscriber threshold. And as you can probably tell, I don't have that many subscribers as of right now. So if you do find this at all helpful, it would really, really help out a lot if you do find it helpful to subscribe, as well as post any questions, comments, concerns down in the comment section below. If you're watching this live right now, you can also post those questions and comments in the chat. I'm going to be monitoring the chat as well. And for those who are watching this as a bot or after it's already been done, this was originally live streamed to happen, live. So I might be referring to some questions and stuff that were in the comments section. So the first thing that you're going to want to do is we're going to open up the search thing, and we're going to go to CMD, and we're going to find command prompt. And we're going to right click on that, make sure it's right click, not left click, and we're going to run as administrator. It's going to come up, the message is going to be like this, and we're going to go yeah. So what you're going to come up is something that will look like this, but we're going to be putting in the bcdedit.exe space /set space nx space AlwaysOff. And what that will do is it will disable your DEP. The biggest thing that the DEP will usually cause an issue is when you click on drive, the game will crash. So if you have that issue, just make sure you disable the DEP, and then you'll also want to restart the computer after you've done this. I already did it just because I'm going to be live streaming and I don't want to shut off the live stream while I go and restart the computer. So I'm just going to take a couple minutes here to let anyone who is doing that to go and do that right now. So I think most of us here are pretty much all done through doing that now. If you're not, then I can quickly reiterate some things once they come back. I hope I got that in time. So I just went and tried to mute the sound as much as I could. That's going to be a loud sound when you first install it. Be aware that don't have your volume cranked, because that will be very loud. What I'm actually going to do here, because it's not coming up on that screen. Just give me 1 moment. So this is the screen it'll show up as when you get that open. So we'll go, yeah, we heard that. Here you go, next. And then here's like the terms of service. You can go and read those. And then by clicking yes, agree to those. And then save it to where you want to save it to. I'm not going to save it to my C drive just because that is my solid state, and this game can use up a lot of space if you get lots of mods. So I'm not going to be saving it to my C drive just because I don't want to use up my entire solid state drive. So now when I save it to the D drive, it's going to say, hey, you don't have a folder here. This is going to look really messy if we do it. So we're just going to modify it to make a Papyrus folder and then an NR2003 season folder. And we'd be like, yes. Now the next thing that we're going to want to do here is go and get our CD key, which is this. So it's RAB2, and you're going to do that 4 times, and then it's going to be 8869 at the end. So it looks like that. We'll hit next. And it's going to be like, yo, we're going to be doing all this. Are you sure? Now it's going to do the install of everything for your game. Put in all those tracks, all the cars. Just like if you were to have the CD and you would be installing the game. And I totally realized that it hasn't actually swapped over here. That's better. So now if we go into here, we'll see that we will now have a Papyrus folder. And in Papyrus we have our NR2003 folder, and we have NR2003 in here. But we're not done. We don't want to start it up yet or anything like that. What we want to do next is we want to go downloads again. Go into where we download all of our everything. Next we're going to want to do the NR2003 update patch. Not this one, not the no CD one, this one. So again, it's going to come up with you're about to do an installation of something here. And agree to the terms of service. This will give you an idea of all the things that have been changed and fixed with the new patch. This comes with, like, before you only have the cup physics. With the update, you'll be able to get the GNS, which is the Grand National Series, which was known as the Bush Series back then. So you have the Bush physics. And you also have the Truck Series, which what was at the time the Craftsman Truck Series. You'll have those physics, as well as the PTA, which is the Papyrus Trans Am physics. So those will all be put through in this update. Make sure you have the correct destination folder. It should be the same as whatever you create it to be. So it's already changed to the D drive for me. And then hit next. And it's going to go through and do this. And then when it's all finished, it will say it's completely done. And you can view the README, which if you do want to go and see the updates again, it's all here. Now what you want to do is we'll go and get the no CD patch. So same thing. Go, and we're just going to go and get this straight in where I downloaded everything, just to have everything in the same spot. And then we go into our no CD patch, and then you're going to find the crack folder. And we're going to go and we're going to copy this. And we're going to go into whatever drive you saved your game into. For me, it's the D drive. We're going to go into Papyrus, NR2003 folder. Now we're going to find NR2003.exe. We go in there and we're going to go and rename this. And then I just like to call it NR2003 ORG for original. And then you're going to go right click and paste in this NR2003. This will allow you to launch the game without actually needing to have the CD in your computer, which, if it's a lot like my computer, doesn't have a CD drive. And then from there you have the game. I'll go into the game so you can kind of see that it works and everything. So select your settings. I'm just going to max everything out, and I'm going to run the window just to prevent any kind of weird things from happening on it. And then you're going to go and finish this. Let it run its thing. I'm just going to go and transition this over here. So you'll see it'll say successfully done. It's going to calibrate. So let's quickly calibrate my wheel and everything. It doesn't have to be perfect because I'm just showing you it works. That's my steering. That's my throttle, brake. That's my shift up, shift down. And I'm going to single race. Why not? Let's head to Daytona. Jump on in here. And there you go. Got an NR2003. Now my pedals are not calibrated correctly, that's why it's so bad right now. Why I'm not really getting much kind of throttle anything. Go into that, and if you're wondering, F2 puts on your standings. You can go through your Fs and see what all of them do. Like, one's your session info. So you can go through all that if you'd like. I'm just going to do it like that. Spacebar changes it to live distances. And then page up and page down changes your camera angle. But yeah, like I said, my throttle isn't calibrated correctly because I just kind of quickly did it. I normally have to do a lot more because my pedals are messed up. This should be good enough to show you that it works. Let's see how badly it was. It's not registering much at all. But that shows you that the game works there. If you have any questions or anything, like I said, definitely leave them in the comments below or in the chat if you're watching the live stream right now. Also be sure to subscribe again if they found this in the least bit helpful, as well as comment at all. If you have any questions or anything isn't working or anything like that, please leave a comment. I can go through them. I'm planning on doing kind of a FAQ for any kind of issues with the game that you may come up with and how to fix them. So if you do have any sort of issue, leave them in the comments below so I can add it to that FAQ video, and then I can go and help out everyone who may have the same issue. One thing I also want to do here before I go, we can actually just go and swap that over here. So I'm just going to go back a couple. So here's our Papyrus folder. I use Avast, so it should go and show us that this is good to go. And then if we go into our downloads, we could go and just scan the RAR file right from the beginning here. Shows it's all good. Or we could go and scan the folder itself. Oops. Again, that's all good. I'm just going to exit both. And then if we actually wanted to go through and scan all of this as well. all shows as being good to go. So again, if you guys have any kind of questions or anything like that, go ahead, leave them in the comments and in the chat. I can answer any of them. And I just want to thank everyone so much for watching.